I'm going to start quadratic equations. First of all, let's understand that a quadratic polynomial, of degree 2, say y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. It's a polynomial of degree 2 where a is not equal to 0 and all these a, b, c belong to real number, then y is equal to fx, or I simply say y is called a quadratic polynomial, right? Polynomial of degree 2, right? This is called quadratic polynomial. Here a is called the leading coefficient, right? C is called a constant. Now there is a special case if C is equal to 0, right? If C is equal to 0, then y is ax square plus bx, and a also becomes 0, then it becomes linear polynomial, right? These are simple definitions. Now, we turn to another point. It's about the definition of quadratic polynomial, right? Now, we move further. We analyze this analysis of quadratic polynomial. Look, how do we analyze it? The way we are going to analyze it, we write y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Now, I want kind of a generic relation in f and x, y and x. I take a, and what I'm doing you can see very easily, it is this, right? Now, if there is any possibility in any equation or any polynomial you want to simplify it, then first try to make it a perfect square if it becomes, right? Now, it easily can become a perfect square. X square plus b by ax. I simply do what? B by 2a whole square added and b by 2a whole square subtracted plus c. A x square plus b by a x plus b square by 4a square minus b square by 4a square plus. Now it is a x plus b by 2a whole square minus b square by 4a square. Got it? Quite simple. This becomes a perfect square, and here remains b square by 4a square. Now I simply do ax plus b by 2a whole square minus b square by 4a plus ac. Sorry, plus c only is plus c. Now I have the equation in this form. It is y is equal to a x plus b by 2a whole square. I simply solve here, taking 4a as LCM, it is minus b square plus 4ac. If I take minus sign out, then it is b square minus 4ac upon 4a. This term. But I can rewrite this term in this form: y plus b square minus 4ac upon 4a is equal to ax plus b by 2a whole square. Now look, let's keep this standard form at one place, right? I'll write it down at the top, then I'll analyze it. This is the straight analysis of, I write y plus b square minus 4ac upon 4a is equal to a x plus b by 2a whole square. Now look, if I have simple an equation y is equal to x square, then it is what? Then according to this equation, we will have x equals to root of y. Then y can never be negative, y can be positive. So the graph will be like this, passing through origin, it is y equals to x square. Now I do what? Y equals to x plus 1 whole square. Then at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, and y is equal to 0, x is minus 1. X equals to 0, y is 1, y is 0, x is minus 1. That means, first of all, this is x plus 1 whole square, the graph will be opening upwards. The first method I am telling how to draw this graph: x0, y1, okay, x0, y1, this is 1 point, x minus 1, y0, minus 1, 0. This graph cannot go down, so it will be like this, touching the x-axis, and it has been shifted leftwards. Here it is x plus 1. Here it is x plus 1, and the graph has been shifted along x-axis in minus 1 direction, in minus 1 distance. That's a very interesting thing, the very important thing in mathematics. Now, I expand it a little bit. I take another example. If I make it y plus 1 is equal to x square. Now, how the graph will be now? If I place x is 0, then y is minus 1. And if I place y 0, then x equals to plus minus 1. X square equals to 1. Now I have 1 point this, 0 and minus 1. 0 and minus 1. Now the graph is allowed to go in negative direction, but there is added 1, so it will, square root of x will always be a positive number. Here y0, at y0, y0 means x-axis, x has two values, plus 1, plus 1, 0, minus 1, 0. The graph will move like this. In the previous example, it was shifted back in negative x, where I did what? Y is equal to x plus 1. It was shifted here, x equals to minus 1. Here it is y plus 1, it is shifted down. I hope you are getting what I am trying to say. If I write here x plus 1, then the point touching the origin is shifted to minus 1. If I write here y plus 1, then it shifts downwards. If I do both the things, I do y plus 1 is equal to x plus 1 whole square. Then in one line, what we can do, at this point, this say vertex, this point vertex is shifted here and here also. It will be like this. It will be like this. Right? Now, the standard form, what we do. If I do for a moment, for this graph, this vertex has coordinates 0, 0. Right? How we decided? Because it is y minus 0, x minus 0 whole square. I want to do the same thing here. I write y minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 square. I hope now you understand. If there is minus, there was x plus 1, it was shifted towards minus x-axis. Then it was a y plus 1, it was shifted downwards minus y-axis. Now if I have written x plus minus 1 and y also minus 1, then definitely the graph will get shifted plus 1 plus 1. This will be the vertex here. It will be like this. This point 1. I write y minus y1, x minus x. Then x1, y1 are the coordinates of this vertex. Easy to understand this parabolic graph, right? We have that equation, look. Now we have the upper equation. I call b square minus 4ac is equal to d. Then it is y plus d by 4a, a x plus b by 2a whole square. I write the equation in standard form y minus y1 a x minus x1 whole square. Then minus y1 is d by 4a or y1 is minus d by 4a. Minus x1 is b by 2a or x1 is minus b by 2a. So equation written in this form can actually be written in this form. And here is x1, here is y1. So in general, for any standard equation of quadratic or parabolic, the points, the coordinates of vertex are x1 is equal to minus of b by 2a and y1 equals to minus of d by 4a, where d is what b square minus 4 is. On this basis, we can analyze the quadratic polynomial in a detailed way. What is that? Right? It's a point. Well, I give a simple example. I need to find the, just give an example. To find, I give an example. Here I have y equals to 2x square minus 4x plus 1. Say 8x. 8x plus 1. Right? What I do here, y is equal to 2 common x square minus 4x plus 1. Y equals to 2 x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 4. What I did? 4 by 2 is 2. Square of 2 is 4. It becomes plus 1. Y is equal to 2. It is perfect square x minus 2 whole square minus 4 plus y minus 1 2x minus 4 whole square. Wait, I expand here. 2x minus 2 whole square minus 8 plus 1. Right? Y 2 x minus 2 square minus 7. Y plus 2x minus 2 whole square. I compare with y minus y1 ax minus x square. Minus y1 is 7, that means y1 is minus 7. Minus x1 is minus 2, that means x1 is 2. The vertex points are 2, here I draw 2 and minus 7, 2 and minus 7, here. Right? That's the way to analyze a quadratic polynomial. Well, now there is a word equation. Now, if you make this y is equal to 0, then this quadratic polynomial becomes a quadratic equation. What I do now, if I say y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, now it becomes a quadratic equation. Now there are lots of things to be analyzed here. If I write this equation y plus d by 4a is equal to ax plus b by 2a whole square. I can write it this way, right? Now, in this quadratic equation, if this a is positive, look carefully. I say simple. First of all, I take y is equal to x square. Then root of y is equal to x. If I write y equals to minus x square, then minus y root equals to x. From this simple analysis, I can decide the shape of the parabola. From the first equation, y equals to x square, x equals to root of y. Now, root can be taken only of the positive numbers, so y must remain always positive. That means this parabola should be upwards. If here are some constant y plus y1 x plus x1, then it will be like this, like this, like this, like this, but always opening upwards. Here, y must remain always negative. Then here, this standard one goes in this way. But if there are some constant, then it may go in this way, in this way, in this way. But one thing is very clear, that it will open downwards. It will open upwards. Who is deciding this multiplicand here called A? Now, very clear, first thing very clear, that if A greater than 0, then it is opening upwards. If A less than 0, opening downwards. That's it, right? Up to it, we analyze it. We'll move further in the next lecture.